Hey, Empire Builders, we're going to switch things up today. I've got an intuition that somebody here needs a wake up call, an energetic slap in the face. So I'm going to spit some fire today. Today, I'm unleashing Napoleon Hill's timeless secret to forging unstoppable habits that don't just build your business, they launch your legacy into the stratosphere. Napoleon Hill said in chapter 6 of Think and Grow Rich, success requires definite plans backed by definite action. Those actions, your habits, are the unbreakable steel beams that hold your empire together. They're the heartbeat that pulses through every victory, the spark that sets your dreams on fire. I'm Justin Kaiser, and for 24 years, I've been building businesses leaning on ancient wisdom from legends like Napoleon Hill, Neville Goddard, and Earl Nightingale. This is Next Step Empire, your daily fuel to build your business empire with ancient wisdom. I mastered my mindset and my habits to scale my solar company to 100 plus franchise territories, making it the largest in America before merging with Stardust Solar, now the biggest solar franchisor in North America, publicly traded and charging toward global domination. Now, today, we're diving deep into the core of unstoppable habits, the kind that make 2025 your year to dominate. Whether you're dreaming of launching a business, scaling to new heights, or already crushing it as an entrepreneur. Think and Grow Rich teaches that habits are the invisible architects of your destiny. They're not just routines, they're the daily rituals that carve your empire out of chaos, the relentless rhythm that turns your vision into reality. Napoleon Hill said in chapter 2, whatever the mind can conceive and believe, it can achieve. Now, in 2025, the world might throw doubts, distractions, or detours your way, but unstoppable habits are your shield, your sword, your unstoppable force. So, I want you to picture yourself waking up every day with purpose, owning every single moment, landing massive clients, scaling to new cities, and building a legacy that echoes for generations. Napoleon Hill said, your big opportunity might be right where you are now. That's the habit mindset, relentless, electrified, invincible. So let's dive into the fire of inspiration. Let's fuel your soul and let's unleash the power of habits to dominate your market starting today. Let me take you back to 2021. I stood at some crossroads. My solar company I started in 2020 was growing, but the path to 100 franchise territories wasn't paved yet. Doubts crept in. Could I really lead this solar company anymore? The answer came from those habits, those small, relentless choices that stacked up into a towering empire. Every morning, I'd wake up, I'd grab my journal, and I'd review my goals. I'd picture the contracts signed. I'd picture the teams cheering. I'd see the revenue soaring to heights I'd only dreamed of. Those moments weren't just tasks, they were sacred rituals. Each one was a brick in the foundation of my empire. Napoleon Hill said in chapter 9 of Think and Grow Rich, persistence is the sustained effort necessary to induce faith. That's what habits did for me. They turned my flickering dreams into a roaring fire that no obstacle could extinguish. Habits aren't glamorous. They're not the big wins you post on social media or the flashy moments that get applause. They're the quiet, gritty choices that you make when nobody's watching. They're the early mornings at 5 a.m., the late nights at 11 o'clock sometimes or 12, the moments that you choose to keep going when every fiber of your being wants to quit. But here's the secret, those quiet choices are the loudest forces in your empire. They're the pulse that keeps your vision alive, the rhythm that drives your success. When I faced setbacks with industry challenges in 2022, I didn't flinch. We kept right on going, and we ended up creating an entirely new franchise model. Why? Because my habits were my anchor. I built a routine of reviewing metrics, visualizing victories, and pushing forward no matter what. That consistency led to us signing over 45 new franchise territories in a single quarter, a feat that felt like a dream until it became my reality. Napoleon Hill said in chapter 3, faith is the head chemist of the mind. Habits are the alchemy that turns faith into action, action into results, and results into empires. They're the daily proof that you're not just dreaming, you're doing. Picture this, you wake up each day, your mind sharp, your heart on fire, knowing that every choice that you make is building something bigger than yourself. You're not just chasing clients, you're chasing a legacy. You're not just scaling a business, you're scaling a vision that changes lives. That's what habits do. They take the spark of your dream and they fan it into a wildfire that burns through every doubt, every fear, every limit. Your habits are your superpower. They're the force that makes you unstoppable. So let's talk about the feeling, the raw electric energy of habits done right. When I started stacking my routines, journaling my goals, visualizing the wins, reaching out to 20 new contacts daily, it wasn't just work, it was a rush. I could feel the momentum building. It was like a train picking up speed, unstoppable and roaring toward its destination. Every day I stuck with it, I felt stronger, sharper, and more alive. I saw the contracts piling up. I saw the franchisees joining. I saw the celebrations echoing through cities. By 2024, when our merger talks were happening, my habits kept me grounded. I wake up at 5 a.m. to start my morning routine, do a meditation, review franchise metrics, and feel the power surge through me. It wasn't just a routine, it was a declaration to the universe that I'm building an empire and nothing's stopping me. Napoleon Hill said in chapter 7, prompt decisions build empires. Habits are those decisions made over and over until they become who you are. They're the reason I didn't quit when the odds stacked against me. In 2022, when the industry changed, I could have thrown in the towel, but my habits said no. I kept showing up. I kept visualizing. I kept pushing day after day, choice after choice, building a bridge from my dreams to reality. That's the magic of habits. They don't just change your business, they change you. They make you the kind of person who doesn't just dream of empires, you build them. The world's moving fast in 2025 with AI and all this new tech, but your habits is what will keep you ahead. You're not reacting to chaos, you're creating your future. Every morning, you wake up with the fire in your soul, knowing that your routines are carving out a legacy. You see the clients lining up, the deals closing, the growth exploding. You feel the pride of knowing that you're not just another entrepreneur, you're a force, a visionary, a builder of empires. Napoleon Hill said in chapter 1, thoughts are things, and powerful things at that. Your habits are the engine that turns those thoughts into reality, the fuel that keeps your empire burning bright. They're the difference between those who dream and those who dominate. Let me share another story with you. In 2024, during the heat of our merger talks, I hit a wall. The stress was real. We were wondering if it was even going to happen at that time because it was delayed about a year. But my habits were my lifeline. Every day I'd sit down, I'd visualize the bell ringing at the IPO, I'd feel the handshakes, I'd hear the cheers. It wasn't just imagination, it was a habit that rewired my mind to believe in the impossible. And when the merger finalized in November of 2024, we became the largest solar franchisor in North America. I knew it wasn't luck, it was habits. It was the relentless, unwavering, unstoppable forces. That's what I want for you in 2025. Not just success, but a legacy that outlives you, built on the habits that you forged today. Habits are your promise to yourself. They're the vow you make to keep on showing up, to keep on fighting, to keep on building. They're the reason that empires don't crumble when storms hit. Napoleon Hill said in chapter 5, desire is the starting point of all achievement. Your habits are the proof of that desire, the daily evidence that you're not just talking, you're walking the path to greatness. Picture yourself standing tall, your empire thriving, knowing every habit that you built was a step toward this moment. Feel the pride, feel the power, feel the joy of knowing that you're unstoppable. That's the gift of habits. They don't just build your business, they build you into the leader that you were born to be. That's how you forge unstoppable habits to dominate and create a legacy that shakes the world. I use this fire to scale my solar company to 100 plus franchise territories and merge with Stardust Solar, now the largest in North America, publicly traded and going global. Napoleon Hill said in chapter 6, plans are inert without sufficient power to translate them into action. Forge habits, ignite your fire, and win now. Your empire's calling. Now, if you haven't already, grab Think and Grow Rich. Live it, feel it, own it, make it yours. I'm still studying this book every day to keep my fire going. Now, before we end here today, let's reflect. Picture your habits building your empire. Feel the pride, feel the power, feel the joy. As Neville Goddard said, feeling is the secret. Thanks for joining me today. I've got new episodes dropping Monday through Friday with shorts through Saturday, guiding you to your empire. I want to leave you with one next step challenge. Dream up one unstoppable habit tonight. Do it now. Napoleon Hill said, don't wait. The time will never be just right. Also, if this resonated with you, if you were the one that really needed to hear this, let me know. I'd love to hear that feedback. And if you don't own a business yet and you want a proven roadmap to crush it, book a call with me to explore how a Stardust Solar franchise with our support and 25,000 stock options as a signing bonus can help you launch your empire. My link's below. Book it. No pressure, just real talk. And I'll catch you tomorrow for episode 114, where we're going to talk about crushing your goals with relentless focus. Until then, forge your habits, ignite your fire, and win now. That's how empires are built. I believe in you. Now go build your empire, be well, and remember, you are awesome.